I want to watch the Channel 5 interview.
Today, xQc.
Do you feel responsible for what happened?
Hold up. Oh, this is a short video. I thought it'd be long. You guys, I want to see that. After that, we'll see what we do. It should because what? It's just a money grab.
Happened to this? Do you feel responsible for what happened to the Sandy Hook families?
Yes, I killed the children.
But beyond that,
I went in that school. I pulled a gun out and I shot every one of them myself. I mean, I
don't think it is actually. Is it?
I'm guilty. It's true.
No, but
no. Let's just. Do I feel responsible that someone shoot 'em up video games on a bunch of drugs went and killed a bunch of kids, and then the internet questioned it, and I covered that?
They staged Sandy Hook. The evidence is just overwhelming. We've looked at all sides. We played devil's advocate from both sides.
No, I don't feel responsible, and I don't apologize anymore. I'm done. I don't apologize. I killed the kids.
Was there a definitive?
No, I killed them. I killed him.
You didn't kill him.
No, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, everybody said, no, I killed him. I killed him. I already admitted I did it. I killed him. I'm the bad guy. I'm the devil. Get rid of the First Amendment. Can we move on to other topics?
I don't think.
I killed him. First Amendment killed him. Second, get rid of the Second Amendment. Get rid of the First Amendment. They're bad. They killed the kids too. George Washington killed him. Jesus killed him. We should rename the whole planet Sandy Hook. Everything. There should be holidays. We should bow 5 times a day to New Haven, Connecticut for the kids that died. Every American's to blame. Every gun owner's to blame.
So
I'm
boiled.
to blame. We're all guilty. To Bloomberg and Soros, turn our guns in. Turn our guns in. I know. I did it. I killed them. I killed them. I killed them. I know. I killed them. So I'm done talking about it. I killed them. Okay, go ahead.
Can we talk about the trial at all?
There's nothing to talk about. Let me tell you, I don't know if I can do this interview right now. You liking it?
I don't think you should keep doing that.
What? Dude, I murdered those children. I did. I killed them myself.
Still not a funny thing to say. Yeah, I get the
What a
point,
dumbass.
but it's just like, fuck, man.
Fuck it. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm far beyond giving a fuck right now.
I understand.
Dude, you want to fucking take me out?
No, but I'm just saying. They really, it wasn't their intention.
A jury in the Alex Jones trial ordering the conspiracy theorists to pay $45.2 million to parents who lost their 6-year-old son in the Sandy Hook massacre for calling it a hoax.
Every sin ever committed on Earth in 10,000 years of history, I did it. The Night Stalker, the Zodiac Killer, I did it. Vietnam War, Hitler. I was actually Hitler. It wasn't Hitler. It was me. I did it. I was in a time machine in Germany. I did all that, okay? I did everything. And that's what I accept. So, you're here with the bad guy. You're here with the villain. Lex Luthor, right now. You're talking to him right now. You're talking to Lex Luthor.
I think he pushes a character, but I think maybe because he lost the lawsuit, he's like just mauling and he's like lashing out by just fucking saying a bunch of dumb shit because he doesn't care anymore.
Sir, how's it feel?
I think that's,
You don't feel like Lex
that's the
Luthor to
stance
me.
he's getting.
I invented cancer.
How?
I just did it. Doesn't matter. I created death. People didn't die before I was born. I created heartburn. I created
It's
hemorrhoids.
too obvious and it's kind
I
of
created
painfully
hangovers.
cringe, to be honest.
I created gingivitis.
That's a bad one.
I created hair loss. I created
Oh no.
acne.
Oh, you motherfucker.
wish you do that one.
I created bad breath.
So yeah, now that we've accepted that.
I invented Prozac that Adam Lanza was on. I had his mom buying the AR-15, give it to him. I was there, yeah. Did you know that all money in the universe was created by Sandy Hook? It was a time machine. Before the Rothschilds created fractional reserve banking, before tally sticks, before gold coins in the Roman era, it was the Sandy Hook event that created all money, future and forward. Yeah. Everything is that. Everything.
Well, I mean, how do you feel about like how your attorney did overall?
They said I was guilty beforehand because they couldn't have a real trial because they had 24 minutes out of 10 years of me talking about it, most of them me saying it happened. It's sick. It's disgusting. I was being sarcastic earlier. I didn't kill the children. I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer. I didn't invent hemorrhoids. I simply question things, and they're trying to demonize me to say questioning things is a bad deal.
And elementary school massacre, 26 dead, 27 dead now, 18 kids in Connecticut. When you got small children, this really gets to you. That's why the globalists use children's deaths to go after our guns, because they know it gets to us. So don't ever think the globalists that have hijacked this country wouldn't stage something like this. They kill little kids all day, every day. And it's not our government, it's the globalist. I really think they're going to try to come after the guns. It's going to start a civil war.
I clearly
Talk
believe
about
from
being
the
fucking
evidence
off the perk, to
children
be
are really
honest.
killed in Sandy Hook, and it's a real tragedy. Unfortunately, evidence is beginning to come out. People who've been coached, people who've been given cue cards, people who are behaving like actors.
I dropped Billy off and watched him go around the corner, and he never came back, all because of the guns. Won't you just turn your guns in for my son? I mean, folks, we've got video of Anderson Cooper with clear blue screen out there.
Nothing can account for what happens to his nose.
Wait, what? What is having a cue
Early
card
on,
to
I
do
said, well,
with
they had
anything?
to have killed somebody. I mean, this doesn't make sense. Then parents come out and start laughing and then turn to the camera and cry. No one died in 2012 in Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake, with actors, in my view, manufactured. I couldn't believe it at first. I knew they had actors there, clearly, but I thought they killed some real kids. And it just shows how bold they are.
Well, no shit, he's got the platform and shit.
People come up to me in hotels and in grocery stores.
Bro,
And
some
I'm
guy ingested out of context. Bro, I don't, there's no context. There's not a singular context that's like a thing you say.
Walking my dog and they just go, the car will go,
Context, are you okay?
you son of a bitch, quit, leave those kids alone. And I'll be like, I never talk about it at the meeting. Shut up, you son. And some people have confronted me in front of my wife and children and said, you son of a bitch, you killed those kids. No one knows who Adam Lanza is. When you ask somebody about Sandy Hook, it's Alex Jones. So
Yeah.
I did not kill the children.
But do you feel any sense of responsibility for the way the lives of the Sandy Hook families were affected?
An emotional day of testimony after 3 family members whose loved ones were murdered at Sandy Hook Elementary School took the stand describing the harassment they endured as a result of Alex Jones' false statements.
People were, accusing me of lying, telling me Ben never lived, telling me that I was going to burn in hell and that I would pay for what I had done.
Hensel
Jesus,
testified
man.
that after her
Actually
husband
weaponized them.
Jeremy committed suicide in 2019, people went to their daughter Avielle's gravesite looking for evidence the family was faking his death.
I couldn't wrap my head around just one more family member being part of this narrative.
It's an industry. It's a business. They got $73 million from Remington. They've sued all these different groups and people. So no, I didn't kill their kids. I already said I was sorry before they ever sued me. And now they've just attached themselves to my name and who I am. They can get all the judgments they want against me. I have hardly any money. All those articles you see, it's like made up. Almost all of it's not even true.
You're not doing too good money-wise right now?
I've never, like they had a financial expert in my rig trial, and he said InfoWars is worth $130 million, and Alex Jones is worth $270 million.
Chat, technically, if he's under like a company name or like an LLC or whatever the fuck, and they sue him for damages or whatever the fuck, and the company, because he was operating under the company, can't he just like dump the company or whatever the fuck? Isn't that kind of how it works, like a shield?
I don't have $2 million in cash.
Isn't that how that works?
I don't have stocks and bonds. I don't have all that stuff. So it's like a joke. They can have billion-dollar verdicts. It doesn't mean anything.
So they're expecting you to pay $45 million.
It's like $47 million or something like that total.
You think that in time
That
you'll be
is
able
how
to
it
do that?
works.
Oh, no. It's what's ridiculous. Like, and they have 2 more trials coming up in Connecticut and in Texas. And everyone's like, yeah, we're going to get him. Like, they've built me up into like I'm this giant creature, like all powerful, like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And none of it's real, so it's like it's funny actually. It's actually comical. I mean, it's actually hilarious. And then the Sandy Hook families, they already got $73 million from Remington. They're sitting there thinking they're about to get this big payday, and it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to keep the studio open?
Oh, I mean, I could do a show anywhere. I mean, they're not going to show anything. No, they could run off some of our employees.
Jesus.
They could shut down some of our people, which is their big job, to shut down America, get rid of American workers. I mean, that's the part for the course. But I mean, as long as I don't want to quit, or they don't put me in prison.
Andrew looks scared because he knows that this guy's like one question or one commenter from getting the fuck out and like going nuclear or whatever. So he's not even interviewing at that point. He's just
Prison,
kind
they
of
can't
like
stop anything.
playing
Was there
the
a
part.
definitive
really.
year where big tech really teamed up to deplatform InfoWars?
Yeah, it was 2018, early 2018.
It's kind of like arguing with your girlfriend.
Bay Area tech giants are taking action against a prominent conspiracy theorist.
Twitter gives Alex Jones the boot. Just into CNN, Facebook is purging right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
Apple, Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube all completely banned InfoWars within 12 hours of each other.
Facebook said, "We have taken it down for glorifying violence and using dehumanizing language to describe people who are transgender, Muslim, and immigrants, which violates our hate speech policies."
They had the heads of big tech, so they got together and colluded to shut me down. I knew they had to censor freedom because freedom was so popular. I mean, I knew that was coming, yeah.
How did that affect your audience size?
Dude, people saying freedom of speech, and one thing you understand, these companies are privately owned companies. It's like if you show up to your neighbor's house, you start yelling some obscenities, and you're like, bro, this is my house. You can't yell shit like that. It's in my house. And then you say, well, I can because of freedom of speech. Like, oh, okay, well, I own the house, and you can't yell that here. That's it. It's just how it is.
It didn't let us have, on average, that giant viral spread every day, reaching 20, 30 million people.
Understand this.
It said it was 3-4 million people that were hardcore, but then they understood there was censorship, so they were grassroots putting it out.
Is it a bad take?
So it actually made it more underground and more avant-garde, more black sheep, more rebel, and more outlaw, and so made it more successful in a way.
What would you do if you had a time machine?
You know, I think, even though I got caught in their Sandy Hook trap, and I was covered other people's theories and barely did it, wasn't much of what I did on the on the timeline. I think I'd do it all again.
It's dangerous to having these companies still private and affect so much. No, dude, I think it's dangerous to promote violent ideologies and to legitimately do call to action to do weird shit. I think that's dangerous.
I think this is going to bring us to something bigger. I mean, technically, if I had it all over to do again, I wouldn't have been caught in that trap. But that's not how the universe works. I did these things, and I'm going with the flow of where I'm at. I did it from a good heart.
I understand what you said, but I said that's how it works.
And I think it'll be turned towards good at the end of the day. So I'm not worried about it.
You're so dumb.
I believe humanity's going to wake up. I believe we're going to win.
They never banned far left, bro. I don't even know what that is. Far left, far right, upwards, backwards, backflip. Okay, I know what that does. Like, what happens when you're... Yeah, what happens... Like,
all right,
far
so we're
left.
in Newtown, Connecticut, where the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting took place around 10 years ago. It's a special week for this town because for the first time ever, Alex Jones is being made to stand trial in Connecticut.
In a Connecticut courtroom just 20 miles from Sandy Hook, conspiracy theorist Alex Jones taking the stand, forced to face his own lies.
So right now we're on our way to go meet up with a trial attorney named Mark Bankston, who represented the Sandy Hook families in the previous defamation case in Texas.
Nobody thinks you killed the kid. Nobody thinks that, Alex. What you did, what you killed, is their ability to get over the death of their children. Look, I'm a parent, and I know my job. My job is to protect my kid. They couldn't be with their kids on December 12th.
Wait, this is his lawyer?
Right? Like, they couldn't do that. And so,
wait, is that Alex's lawyer for a case that big?
When that happened, their job changed. Their job became to protect their kids.
His shirt. Wait, no. Who is it? Who is it then?
Legacy.
Okay.
And so every day that this kept going on and they couldn't stop it, these parents are feeling like they're failing
Family's
their kids
lawyer.
over and over again. And I put that on Alex Jones more than anybody else in the country.
So, for those who don't know, can you describe the extent of the harassment that was experienced by the Sandy Hook families?
There's no way I could do it just sitting here with you. It's unreal. Initially, it just started with rough contacts. You get people who were emailing them, people would find out their phone number, call them on the phone. But then you had people starting to show up in Newtown and destroy the memorials they had for their kids. They had people showing up at their homes, knocking on their door. They had people going around and talking to their neighbors. And then it just kept escalating as more and more people got caught into the wildness of it. There's Lucy Richards, right, who was a woman who I have to have some level of sympathy with on some way because she's mentally ill. But she got obsessed with all these narratives and about Lenny Posner. She was in Central Florida. And when it got disclosed that that's where Lenny had moved to, and InfoWars put up his Boca Raton mailbox where he picks up his mail.
Well, I've got an article here from a guy I think was our last caller. He's been getting all kinds of grief from Mr. Posner. Social media shut down due to Sandy Hook false copyrights. What's interesting is they list the address for the Honor Network in Boca Raton, Florida, 908 North Dixie Highway. There is no suite, but it's got 2 different buildings listed that address.
Well, we'll just start investigating that. And I guess I'm going to have to probably go on up to Newtown. I'm going to have to probably go investigate Florida as well.
She decided, okay, that's my call to action. So she started stalking Lenny and Veronique through Central Florida. She would call and leave these messages, and I don't know if you've ever heard them, man, and maybe we'll get a hold of them for you or something just so people can understand what this is. But creepy.
Did you hide your imaginary son in the attic? Are you still fucking him? You fucking Jew bastard? Look behind you. Death is coming to you real soon.
Just this awful, hateful stuff. These slurs at him and that don't even make any sense.
What?
I mean, she called him the N-word and accused him that Noah is still alive and that he's got Noah in the attic and sexually assaults him every night. And even after she was arrested by federal law enforcement and then she was sentenced to federal prison for a short period, part of her conditional release is she cannot access InfoWars. She's just simply not allowed to do that as a condition of her parole. I'm an X-Files kid, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a late 90s conspiracy guy. Man, conspiracy culture used to be fun. It used to not be so malicious and cruel. Area 51, fish-human hybrids, Roswell. I mean, it was kind of fluffy in its own way. Yeah. Like, it didn't really matter at the end of the day what's at Area 51. It was a mystery box we could all have fun with. And there was a time when Alex Jones was hilarious. We just all kind of like watched him when he in his early days. But the moment he started
yeah, because it's like an adult version of Santa Claus, pretty much, right? So it kind of gives them something to talk about, something to believe in, something that makes them happy, type of thing. As long as it's not hurtful, I don't really see the problem in it. As long as it's not, as long as it doesn't damage anybody or doesn't hurt anybody, dude, it's like, you know, people believe in shit that are crazier than that sometimes, you know.
Ending. I'll tell you, it goes hand in hand with the damn supplements.
Sick of the globalist eugenicist control freaks adding poison to your water and laughing as you get sick and die? Start purifying your water with ProPure at Infowars.com. We sell books, videos, t-shirts, high-quality water filters, shortwave radios, cook stoves, survival food of the highest quality. Brain Force sold out in 4 days. Liver Shield sold out in a week. Prostagard sold out in a month. We have the highest quality nutraceuticals out there, bar none.
The government is going to starve you. Buy the prepackaged food, right? The government has released radiation into the environment by the iodine. You know, we were seeing that basically right after the month of Sandy Hook, his traffic went up darn near 50% from all the coverage he was doing that month of the hoax. So that caused them to double down because they've testified on the record. If we see traffic spikes, we try to emulate that. When Alex Jones said the school wasn't an operating school, when he said paramedics never even entered the building, when he said there are pictures of the children who they say died who are still alive, he didn't believe that shit. I don't believe Alex Jones thinks there's anything fishy about Sandy Hook, but he's going to keep saying it even right now. You know, he's still going to be weird about it.
Why?
It's not a matter of whether you believe it or not. It's a matter of whether you have carved a groove in your personality that the wheel just goes in that rut now. I think it would force a moment of ego he's not ready to confront.
The InfoWars store is like the main revenue source.
It's not a bad hypothesis.
I mean, if I need it to be. I mean, if I need to, I can go to supporters and just get straight donations.
Yeah.
So
how do you go about doing that?
Just ask them for the money.
The jury came in this evening with $4.2 million. I admitted that I followed disinformation, but not on purpose. I apologize to the families. What I did to those families was wrong, but I didn't do it on purpose. We are so broke. But if you don't fund us, if you don't buy products at InfoWarsStore.com, we will shut down. So get a t-shirt, get a book, get Body's Ultimate Turmeric Formula, get Vitamin Mineral Fusion, get them all at InfoWarsStore.com and keep us on the air.
What do you think he deserves at the end of this road?
To no longer be in public life, right? Like, I don't... People have been like, oh, you're out to destroy Alex Jones. I don't want to destroy him. I don't care. If he wants to work at Safeway or manage a Sprint store, I don't care. I feel the right amount of justice is you should not be able to commercially market yourself as a public figure anymore. Like, you should exit the American stage. That's what I think is the correct result. Or at least, that's what I think is the most utilitarian good result. But the money's not even really the question for me. The question is, will this suit be successful at stopping him from being on the national stage? And my worry is, like we said in the courthouses, it won't be, because the cameras will still follow him. Like, he can lose all of his money. He gets out there again on the bullhorn, and he starts building it right back up.
No, I told you I was going to show.
I mean, they had a lot of viewers for this trial on the YouTube channel, or whatever, right? I mean, even that is a massive fucking traffic generator. Believe it or not, the legitimate, normal things that people go through or whatever, right? He can use those to his advantage. It's like never ending. There's no
building it right back up.
No, I told you I was going to shut it down before they sued me and shit. Not happening now.
You were going to shut down InfoWars?
It's an endless pool. It's an endless well.
Not now. It's not a labor of love now. It's a labor of war. We ain't shutting shit down.
So the question is, can this cause of action against Jones on behalf of these parents come to represent something bigger? Is it a bigger referendum on the false things he's saying? I hope so, man. I hope so.
Twitch tweets.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I see me picking my teeth, my enemy's bones.
Weird. That was like an odd.
It's wavy, man. It's a.
Okay. That was an eye-opener. Jesus Christ, what was that? Okay.
Yo, this is X on the beat, yo. Okay.
You heard my voice as well.
That S.
Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy.